Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 Shadows of Change, where we have done a lot of pretty screwed up stuff to a lot of people over the course of this run. But today we really ruined some people's lives. So I think we're ready to just do the thing. Have we done our Witch's Hut stuff today? We have not. So we should absolutely Typhlosis. Let's really make it an ugly one. I want not this, but that.
Precious this was. Lost it is.
Speed down doesn't really feel like the thing. It's probably some version of attack down, right? It's just like weapon strength. Melee attack. Just really nuke the heck out of a couple of units here.
The wind whips flakes
And then
and you stumble, snowblind ahead.
magic, yeah, spell resistance reduction. Okay. And then we're probably not actually even going to use anything else, but we may as well. So we'll put this Marauder Skull thing on somebody, and then this is one more person dealing fire damage. So we're going to want to use... We have a blue left. It's just a matter of the green. I don't know that it matters terribly which... Oh no, the green's being used. Yeah, okay. We were actually fully out of materials after doing these two. Okay. That's as ready as we're getting, so I guess let's do it. Mother Ostankya steps outside here, and all Norskin factions will be severely impaired. It looks bad, apparently. The game feels. I don't know. So that's a bunch of characters. These are some fairly elite melee infantry, but they're not super tough melee infantry. They're just decent stats and good damage output. That's a cannon, or a unit of cannons. These are basically big laser guns on the back of a carriage. I don't know. Feels to me like we're going to be able to handle that. Obviously, we don't know exactly what reinforcements to expect. Presumably, it's going to be like a lot of them. Okay, we do get to see some stuff. So, just kind of like basic archers, and then even worse archers. They do have some units of Zotes, which are anti-large beasts, with, what is that? They lower spell resistance. This army does not have a ton of casting, though. It's basically just this one Jade Wizard. Okay, well, let us... I think the Zotes are getting some of the Typhlosis, that's for sure. After all this time, I still can't eyeball which symbol is which. Here we go, Typhlosis. So, I don't know that it matters terribly which one gets which. We'll just, yeah, throw that stuff on you. And then we have two more, and honestly, I don't know what to put it on. Some of these guys, I guess, just make them easier to take down in melee. The Harrowing Coil is probably not super relevant against their ranged units. We could throw an Agony's Succession thing on the cannons or their siege weaponry in general and try to limit the amount of garbage we're taking from them. I don't know that I think that makes a ton of sense to do. Because it probably won't do enough damage to, like, remove them. We're still going to have to go and actually deal with them. And when I say we're going to have to deal with them, obviously, I mean the spiders. Oh, we're getting some backup from some other forces, too. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Just, like, weakness to fire damage on some of their forward... They're more dangerous melee, since we're going to have some people doing some fire damage. But also, what a lot of this is about is the leadership down. And the coil will do something annoying, I'm sure. And then, yeah, we have a couple of just, like, significant physical resistance reductions. I guess we'll throw those on there, like, hero characters. And then, this stuff is very whatever. I really just don't... They don't really have that many characters left whose stats even matter. And then Agony's Succession, I want to just, like, throw that onto people who are sort of in the middle of the enemy groups. Let's hope that we can get some decent damage spread from it. And we still have some harrowing coil. This is going to be the last battle of the game, right? We have reason to believe, so we may as well just make sure we're applying everything. Obviously, the tree folk are already, I believe, fairly weak to fire damage. Let's put some weakness to fire damage on that guy. Speed down. And I have a bunch of this stuff that I've been slow to take. I guess this is like as good as it's going to get as far as like missile block being meaningful. So spiders, speed and toughness and missile block. When you run up on those archers, I want you to make sure you're actually getting where you're going. This is the bonus missile damage thing plus range and stuff. I mean, that's not exactly rocket science. You know what? Should I give it to the witches? I wasn't thinking about that, but we absolutely could give it to the witches. Rat's Grit for you. This is just flaming attacks, but it's flaming melee. This goes to the bears. The bears will get bonus damage off of all those enemies. Yeah, I was going to throw it on... You know what? We'll hit all the ambushers and our support witches with it. I don't know that Ostankya herself needs it that badly. And you shoot a little bit less than everybody else on account of your need for direct line of sight. Alright, quick save just in case of a crash, because, you know, and let's have at it. I'm expecting this is going to turn out to be more complicated than it looks. For too long has the world been subjected to filth and corruption. The land crumbles into decay, with putrescence and disease slowly leaching the life from every field, farm, and village. As protector of the land, Mother Ostankya will suffer the trespass of corruption no longer. Having initiated the malediction of ruin, she must hold firm against the oncoming hordes of darkness until the ritual is finally complete. As enemies swarm the capital like flies, all hope of victory relies upon the malediction of ruin's earth-shattering power finally being released. It is hard to, narratively speaking, it's hard to feel like I'm the good guy here. You know, I mean, like, listen, it's an oversimplification in any case, but you know what I mean. So their forces are basically just set up in that corner. This is a case where we are probably going to want to advance on them, actually. I know that I very often let enemies come to us, but they do have the advantage at super long range with their artillery and stuff. So we don't know what's in which box. We can set our vanguard troops pretty close. And the thing is, it's actually pretty hard to know what's going to need to be where. Or, oh no, okay, this huge area is the area we can't vanguard into. Wow, that's a little harsh in my opinion. It's all right. We're good at moving through trees. Jeez, yeah, that's really harsh. Is there any deployable area back here? No, this is the world boundary. What is this square supposed to be then? Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of non-vanguardable shapes inside of a bunch of other non-vanguardable shapes for some reason. Okay, you are gonna start as close as you can. And then, yeah, like we just have a bunch of units that kind of have to start back here. Aside from you, the ambushers can be placed right up here. I guess the witches probably shouldn't be right in them just for the swiftness of movement, you know. And we'll have Mother Ostankya advance on this side actually this time. Poor Constantine also cannot start up with the rest of the units. All right. Let's get a little aggressive. The witch hunters of the Empire come to stop us. This forest is acting like I have discovered foes in it, which is interesting because it's not showing me any foes. Well, most of my units move through trees very freely, so I guess let's prepare to do that. Where are the... Okay, so the cannons are up here. This is the backup force, so they don't... All of the siege weaponry is going to be in here somewhere. Okay, here's their Luminarchs, the laser chariots. It's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing, if I'm being honest. Obviously, we will not allow them to sit on that for long. So, bears into the forest. Figure out what the hell's going on with that forest, please. Information is the currency on which we survive. Spiders up. Ranged units, you know, just kind of get to the front. Witches forward as always. We gotta issue like so many finicky little groups of orders because of the fact that my units aren't gathered together in the way that I would like. You two just kind of run up to support the spider push. Ostankya has her orders, and let's do it.
You know the horrors of the deep forest. You know what lies in store for those who oppose me. Take heart. From today,
right.
I am on your side.
I am just hurling the Manticore at the cannons. They're riding those Luminarchs an awfully long way forward. I'm not sure if I understand that. Well, let's start modifying the plan for how little they're responding to my push. Now, obviously, spears are going to be better against our spider charge than a lot of things have been traditionally. I'm not so worried, although, geez, look at how much damage the Agony Succession has done already. That's wild. It's the halberds, the pikemen, the halberdiers, that I really want to be wary of. So a lot of these spiders, we're just going to run up close. I don't want to have everybody charging in just yet. They're coming at us way more aggressively than I was expecting. I have to say, I do not think this is very good play from them. So the halberdiers are bleeding pretty bad because of the Agony Succession. You know what? Try to bear spirit those great swords. Need halberds on this side too. These two can be focused for the witches. I'm sure they'll mostly just scatter to avoid our rockfall. Oh, they ran into it a little bit. All right, the bears. The bears should be running way further forward. Ow, the Luminarchs. Okay, that's way more damage than I was expecting. Yeah, pop some stuff here. Hey, buddy, you want to maybe just go and say hi to that? That is a lot of damage really quickly. Holy hell. Should we... I can't do a boosted purple sun. We've spent enough magic already. But, like, look at the way they're grouped. It feels like it would be a shame not to drop it. As soon as the casting takes, we're bouncing. All right, great positioning there from the sun. It is just moving right into the enemies. Cannon groups are already failing. So they're running their dryads forward like they think they've got a dominant position. I think we're just going to spider clean through them. Like, I know the ranged are going to get to shoot at us a little bit for free this way, but I think it's fine. Where's that wizard? There he is. Let's see if the Manticore has time to eat a wizard before it fades from existence. This spider should run up and shank these guys in the back. I really would love it if the spider didn't end up engaging the Zotes directly. I feel like Zote fighting is something we can do with somebody else. I'll say this: they scared me with their open. That's a lot of witch damage. All right, Mother Ostankya, forward.
Without question.
You got to get forward where the Zotes are. Alright, Empire reinforcements are coming in the back corner. No big surprises there. I'm hoping that we're going to see... Alright, your job is Zote fighting. The Manticore seems to have gotten hung up, and now it's rampaging, so we can't really do anything about it. That's fine. I'm not actually concerned. Let's... They have grouped up their archers really tightly, and archers do not do well under even really basic damage spells here. Let's give them a little bit of Flock of Doom. Where's my things in the woods? Yeah, they should be right here. Okay. That's a set of war wagons. Go handle that. What do we have coming in? Is this a... What are you? A light wizard on the back of a bird. Some Knights of the Blazing Sun. Okay. I'm not so worried. We're fine. We're doing okay. Boydanov's brawlers are standing... They're facing the wrong direction for some reason. Because they hate being useful. Alright, buffs for everybody. Let's try to kill that general. If we break their general, obviously it will have a significant effect on their morale.
Forward for Kislev.
Okay, there go the birds.
Widow's rage.
A Jade Wizard hiding in the forest has begun a summoning ritual. Their Jade Wizard... Wait. That guy? He's not exactly hiding. Sadly, it looks like our Manticore has run out of time, has become unsummoned. But some of the spiders are finishing their job. I mean, some of them have to do archer charges. We do have to break up these archers a little bit. I think the things in the woods... So we got flagellants, we got a couple units of mortar war wagons. Alright. In fact, all of the ranged. Go put down that wizard. I don't know who he thinks he is, but that is unacceptable to me. Alright, looks like we're mostly breaking up their melee pretty good here. Let's try to focus the witches on their wizard. The general's holding tough, but he'll only be able to do so for so long. This is mostly spiders in this group of broken enemies. They are bringing in an awful lot of bodies. But, you know, we can try to focus on the mission objective as it has been given. Even the Zotes are kind of breaking and panicking. So that's pretty good news for us. I think I'm going to leave him on them. Alright, should be a real bad day for those archers.
Mother Ostankya. Die.
Okay, it would be really nice to have the resources for a great big damage spell here. I'm going to try to save up for that boosted dark sun. Ooh, okay. The bear is live. Yeah. Try to hit this because these groups of enemy infantry are going to converge. Oh, the Skaven don't want us doing the thing either. What are my allies up to anyway? Oh, I have to keep these hags alive? Who are these hags? These aren't my casting hags. Damn it. You know what I don't have time for? That. Alright, well these ones are breaking. Like, this whole group of units... Congratulations, everybody. You are Skaven Force. Go over there and play defense. We have other things to worry about right now. Alright, we're trying to bring down their wizards as best we can. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the harm that is to be done. Alright. Go say hi to those war wagons. Alright, that should break up those units pretty well. Mother Ostankya is fighting Zotes, which is not my favorite thing for her to be doing. You know what? Let's bring these witches in a little bit closer. And I'm gonna try to do a mushroom here that hits a larger number of people. The light wizard's going down. I think we're gonna stay focused, but obviously, like, breaking these outriders would be a really good thing for us. Why don't you go ahead and fire your last charge of that?
God, this I do for Kislev.
There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Jade Wizard has been weakened reasonably. Let's see if we can get that bear strike off. Is there a light wizard? I don't see him. I think that's his bird. So okay, we did that. Let's get an eye on exactly what's going on with these Skaven back here. Are they good Skaven? It's Plague Monk Sensor Bearers, so not strong units. They have very poor defense, but they have really good damage output. And a unit of Dryads is probably not going to hold against them forever. We probably have too much body back here, but it's good that we send stuff back. Alright, spiders on. I think this is a good place for the bears to be, though. I don't know that we need the Patriarch. I'm going to turn him around. I think we got this under control without you there, friend. Go right on those archers. So, with their light wizard down... Keepers of the Forest. Alright. So we just have to keep our... Wow, jeez. The Bear Spirit didn't even have time to land. That was wild. First part of the ritual is complete. We've broken those forces pretty seriously. Y'all turn and fire here. We are definitely losing some spiders. Let's draw back the more wounded units. So what's in here that's holding tough? Ah, flagellants. Flagellants are unbreakable. So they're gonna fight until they are burger, basically. Go eat that war wagon. Chasing enemies all the way off of the corner of the world. I really appreciate your persistence here. Those Knights of the Blazing Sun will make a great target for the ranged units. And Mother Ostankya is like fucking borderline invulnerable. Okay, turns out you don't need to ride on them. As over here, I guess, turns out to be the best place to contribute. We just need to finish destroying these units that won't give up. Alright. How is this going? The Watchmen and the Knight are headed up, but it seems like the situation's going to be resolved before they get there, by which I mean the situation is already resolved. Yeah, everything's broken and running. I'm just going to guess that we're probably going to see... Hey, look, it's our fancy magic forests. I'm going to guess that we're going to see, you know, a force pop up and try to attack these ones. So let's have them start the run, because it's obviously they're going to get there pretty slowly. Okay, their lord has decided to unflee. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Who could have possibly foreseen this? Alright, we'll send some witches back here. Okay, never mind. Sorry, he didn't unsurrender. Actually, we can put the whole army back then. We've broken their front force. Now all we have to do is get back and play defense on our lesser witches. Obviously, I don't want these ones leading. So maybe turn. Got some poison wind globadiers here. Let's get some of the healthier spider units to divert on that. Yeah, they're not setting up to fire, which is real bad news for them. They do not have very long. Okay, our own reinforcements are arriving. I wasn't aware that we were getting those. What have we here? Huh. A force of vampire pirates. Alright, well, I'm certainly not going to turn down the assistance of some sirens. Ghost units are always nice. These things broke and ran before we even actually touched them. Skaven, you know? It's just embarrassing, is what it is. Alright, well... that's a permanent breakage, so I guess the new plan is... absolutely everybody just kind of form up in the center and we'll figure out what's next from there. Here we have some flagellants who still have not surrendered because they don't know how to do that. And they can catch up with us when they catch up with us. But yeah, there's nothing else on this battlefield that is actually still attacking us. And part of the benefit of grouping everybody up like this is that I am going to be able to drop a healing aura that will hopefully do some good. Honestly, it's entirely possible that killing this unit will end the battle. We have a shit ton of magic in the pool, but it feels like a terrible waste. The crows are cheap. Get them, crows. They have so little HP. Yeah, nothing else is even showing up. Should I just, like, melee charge them? There we go.
I am no hag.
Okay. I was gonna say, is there another, like, level of trickery that waits until the other levels have run out? But nope. It's just that those flagellants were the entire remaining force. I mean, if you put all the numbers up like that, I guess it's kind of impressive looking, but honestly, even if these were, like, groups of middling troops, I think we would have been okay. We only had one unit of, like, fighters that was really badly damaged, and certainly they were really badly damaged from, you know, making their trades. It's not like they were just getting torn apart. And the rest of us could have gone all day. Mother Ostankya was at like 60-70% ammo still. I mean, we did put a very serious thumb on the scales with all those incantations, but you know, what are you saving them for? If not what is, in theory, the climactic battle? I will say, I think this is one of the sort of the game's weakest points. I really like the idea of, I really like the campaigns ending with a big climactic narrative battle. I think that is exactly how that should work. But they are all way, way, way too easy. Even on the hardest difficulty, they are so much too easy. Okay, yeah. Which is surprisingly, we gained a lot of loot and stuff.
With a ruinous hex unleashed, the Hag Mother has embellished her grim tale. Gnarled roots entwine twisted limbs. Bones crack like twigs as the forest grows, feasting on the bodies of the fallen. The grisly legend of Mother Ostankya lives on. Beware anyone foolish enough to enter the woods.
I do love a good victory cinematic, though. So that's gonna be we got some stuff here. That's gonna be a long campaign victory. The spirits of the forest grow restless, and scouts report gatherings of hostile wood elves amassing in all glades across the land. The countdown to an imminent cataclysmic event has begun. So I guess the cataclysm thing is still going to occur. Its consequences to be revealed when the sands of time are exhausted. Okay, so like usually we play for the long victory. Show me the objective screen here. Has it... I might just call it, honestly, like, so it sounds like there's going to be a forest spirit, what do you call it? Apocalypse event. And with our Jinx land hacks, we're going to be able to just like teleport from glade to glade, cleansing them of troublemakers with Mother Ostankya's bananas powerful army. The thing is, it doesn't even really seem like it should be that powerful, right? The only high tier units that are in this army are the ones she started the game with. The rest of it is like, these are tier 2. I guess the bears are technically like, they're tier 3. I don't think of those as high tier units. Anything you can hire from a small settlement, I think of as basically just sort of like the core pieces of the army. We don't have any siege stuff. We have a couple regiments of renown, but they're regiments of renown of the lowest types of units that we have. I don't know. I feel like you could have doubled the number of troops in that final battle, and it still might not have been all that difficult for this army, and we should have to bring a better army than this to the climactic battle. Anyway, there's like an apocalypse event coming or whatever. I don't want to sit around here for 10 turns to wait for a thing to pop up for us to knock it over. I'm saying we won. We fulfilled all the victory conditions before any new victory conditions were added, and that is a campaign victory where I come from. So that's going to be it for us for today and for the series. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to be exploring something new. There's some interesting things on the horizon here, and also, honestly, I think the other legendary lords that were released in this expansion also look cool. We might just go ahead and jump into one of those right away. So come back next time to find out what we're up to, and we'll see you then.